Well, hello there, everybody. Just as I was trying to get started with today's episode, we just got, like, the biggest, fire ant revenge that we've ever had, here at our base. And so I'm just trying to kind of finish up, repairing everything. They practically demolished our whole little, jerky stand here. And for whatever reason, it's not letting me put a scaffold back in one of the spots where it got destroyed, so that's a bit annoying. But I'll play around with that another time and see if I can figure out why that might be. But yeah, trying to get everything repaired. This took a big beating. Our spinning wheel house took a big beating. So just getting everything fixed back up here. And getting a few things rebuilt as well. But yeah, otherwise, I have been quite busy, other than this quick little rebuild, since our last episode. I'll give you the tour here in just a moment once I finish all of these repairs, but I kind of went a little bit crazy with getting more walls in place, because, you know, I've been tired of our fire ant problem, and I've been wanting to try to stop them from coming through our base so much, which ultimately will mean I have to kill fewer, which should mean that we don't get, you know, vengeance from them as often. Don't get those payback raids quite so frequently. Which ultimately they haven't been that frequent, but boy, this one was a brutal one. And so, you know, ultimately getting those walls in place will be just helpful all around. I didn't realize I still needed a spiky burr here. But yeah, we're getting there. Anyway, on with the tour. So yeah, okay, we had designed this little awning last time, and I have another one elsewhere on our wall that I like the design of a little bit better, so we might change this up to be something a little bit more more along those lines. But anyway, let's hop up on top of our wall. We've seen all of this, but now we can actually go around the corner here. So this is where I started doing a lot of work. So we've got this big old tower right here, and that looks down on this wall right down here. So you may have noticed it whenever we hopped down to look at the turrets, and since the ladybird walked away, we're gonna come grab that little drop of soda. So this was the wall we worked on last time, and we did throw some blueprints down over here. But I kind of finalized our wall positioning down here as well. So this wall is done. It links up here, and then we made a big tower where the lower wall can link up with the upper wall. Now that was a bit tricky because I need for this wall to be at a different angle from that wall up there, and making the two walls meet is a challenge. So that's where some of the weird flooring that you guys probably just saw comes in. So if we hop in here, first of all, I was doing just triangles on the floor. I thought it just kind of was a little bit of a cool look. But if we look up at the ceiling here, you'll notice that we've got like weird layers of flooring. Actually, let me go sleep so that you guys can see this better. It's getting a little late. Okay, so here we are. I'll drop back down underneath. So down here we might do something. We might put a window in on this wall or something. So oh, that was higher than I anticipated. But yeah, we might put a window in somehow. Oh gosh, I'm moving the wrong walls. There we go. Yeah, we may throw a window in or something, add a little extra balcony. I don't know. We'll figure that out at another time. But yeah, I thought that the triangle floor looked kind of cool, so I did that. But then looking up at the roof here, it's all kind of wacky, and like starting right here, I know it's still a little bit dark, but you can see we've got like multiple layers of ceiling slash floor. It might be a little easier to see from up top. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, so long story short, this wall, I didn't mean to hop all the way out. This wall right here forms some walls of this tower. And this wall right here forms other walls of this tower. So it still is an octagonal tower. We've only got the 8 sides. So this would be 1, 2, and then we actually switch to a different tower, or like switch to a different sides here. So 1, 2, 3 sides are from this wall. And you can see these don't quite like line up properly. But it's like close enough that it doesn't look bad. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are from the alignment of this wall. And then over here, the alignment is much worse. But as you can even see from where I just jumped in, that it's really disguised by this clump of plant. And so you don't really notice. And so I'm really okay with it. So that is how we deal with the transition between these two different walls, knowing that we needed to, you know, have these at some different angles. But we did need this to be continuous because I was still having ants come up and around this hill. Whereas, like, pathing-wise, I don't think an ant is going to come here and then go all the way up and around. We still could add a little tower here and then continue a wall along this way, but the pathing for the bug AI is pretty extreme, so we may not have to do that. So yeah, that's all the wall that I've done on this side. We don't really have a way to get inside this lower wall on either side of the gate. That's something to maybe add. And there isn't an official way to get up on top of this wall either. I guess this will show us if the bug is going to come after us. Kind of, sort of. All right, I'm not going to test it too much because I don't want to deal with more broken structures right now. So the other section of wall that I started working on is right over here. And this one I was really experimenting with and had quite a bit of fun with. And oh my goodness, this food has already respawned in, so we've got ants. Let me take care of this problem. All right. Let's chop up our hot dog. Sorry, our billy hog. All right, that should chase off the ants somewhat. Yep. But yeah, it has been kind of funny watching the ants try to run away. And then, ooh, we got a new, I guess that's not a new accessory. We already did have that one, but we got another trinket, from the billy hog. That's kind of neat. Alright, well, we can drop all that stuff off real quick, because we do not need to carry it. But we don't want to just leave it on the ground for ants to deal with. So yes, anyway, now that we've dealt with our food problem, I started working on this section of wall. Oh, and I did leave an awkward hole in it, because I was experimenting with things, right before we started recording. There we go, clean that up real quick. But this section of wall, I started really going crazy with. So This is the gate that'll kind of take you up to where we did that big mixer event. And as you can see, I've already started even laying out some more stuff to do. But before we go looking too much at the outside, the lower part of the wall is definitely where I have more work done on the inside. So this is where we have those awnings that I was talking about. Having kind of a similar thing done elsewhere. We've got those awnings done here, and I think the look of it is just way better. Way better here than what we did on our first section of wall. I also liked putting some of these archways underneath. I think it looks nice. So yeah, in here we've got just like a little room. Maybe we'll put some windows out of this wall. The only thing is, like, if I just pull this away, the ground like slopes up a lot, so I don't know how well windows would work here, but we could just make this like a little tiny room, either with some storage or even like a lean-to or something for quick sleep. But this room is much more interesting, and this is where I wanted to show you guys my new defense idea. So I've actually got even some ammo in these chests. You can make a turret stick through a wall, and you can hop in said turret. And even though this turret is almost all outside the wall, because I hopped into the turret from the inside of the wall, when I exit, I will always exit from where I entered. Exit to where I entered from? I don't know, you guys get the point. So, as long as I've got just like a little bit of this sticking on the inside of the wall, I can hop into my turret on the outside of the wall and do some defending. So, that is pretty cool. So you can see kind of here, I've got another turret set up on the other side. I don't have a way to get inside the wall on that side yet. But that is kind of what our turret setup looks like. So we'll go take a look outside as well. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now for our turret defenses. Otherwise, you can just like get up on top of this wall. We're probably going to do something here where this wall meets the kind of rise of this hill to make sure that bugs don't just crawl right up on top of the wall as well. But most of this wall is looking pretty good. Ooh, we've got an ant coming. We'll see if we can do some damage. I'm still not very good with the turrets, but we're getting there. They definitely don't have like the craziest like range. Oh, we got it. That was a good last shot there. So the fire ants definitely still do some damage and stuff to our wall, because of their like spit attack and stuff. But yeah, there you guys go. Like, we can be inside our wall nice and safe, hop in the turret, and still take out any fire ants that attack. So yeah, this is kind of what I was thinking as far as kind of the look. Literally, we just take a pillar and then prop up, have that like nearly flush against the wall, and then prop up a turret against it. The turret is basically centered on the middle of the pillar, and so like if we like look down, like you can still aim like straight down, and it's not a problem. You're never gonna hit the ground, or hit like what you're sitting the turret on, which is what we were having the issue with when we were initially trying to place these. And so that just works really nicely, I think. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking there. And so like, I feel like having one of these on each side of the gate just looks really cool. I know obviously I'm playing this solo, so having multiple turrets in a spot doesn't really, it's not necessary. But again, this is where I'm looking for aesthetics over function. So you'll also notice I've got an upper wall over here. We shouldn't really have to worry about bugs coming from over here because there is kind of a cliff, other than just like that little path here. But I was actually really proud of this, that I got this wall to come in at just a slight angle off of 90 degrees. And still meet up with our lower wall pretty nicely. So I've got still a door. So this door is flush with our lower wall. And it still makes a decent seal with this upper wall inside, so you can kind of come in here. I don't have a way to get upstairs from inside here yet. This is still very much work in progress. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. You could tell I do have like the ceiling and stuff, on the wall here, so like I can hop up here and, you know, be up on top of this wall as well. And then what I was just working on a little while ago that I never did finish, was I was considering kind of making an extension of a little walkway out here where we can also kind of come out all the way over onto this little ledge. Since this is all defended now, like bugs shouldn't be able to get up here, so I feel like we may as well make this terrain an area where we can walk. And I think that that's gonna look pretty cool to have like a tiered wall look almost. Again, it makes the upper wall a little bit unnecessary, but I like it, so we're gonna do it. So yeah, that's what's been going on with walls. Just wanted to give you guys that update. I know that was a long update, but I've been having a lot of fun just building walls. I know that that's silly. But yeah.
No water filtration tablets needed.
I've been enjoying myself, and so I figured I would, you know, fill you guys in on that whole process. So I would like to keep going on the wall project, because again, the raid that I had to start things off today was a bit brutal, and so if we can keep improving our defenses, that would be wonderful. However, we have a more important project to get to today. So, a few episodes back, I had mentioned how in some of the recent updates, they've added things to the old labs. And we went back at least to the Undershed lab, and we got, what did we get? We got the Mant recipes. So that was for the braziers and the gong. So this stuff right over here. We don't have the little brazier built, but, you know, you at least, you get the idea. Yeah, so we got that stuff. We also, did we get anything else? I mean, we went on a lint run, but I don't remember if there was anything else we picked up or not. However, there's stuff at, like, all of the previous labs that we need to pick up, and I think we actually missed something else even in the Undershed lab as well. So, today, we kind of need to go back and make a grand laboratory tour across the yard. So that's what we're gonna do. I basically got a more or less empty inventory. We're gonna grab some snacks, cause I'm hungry. Wait, what else was I gonna do? Make some bandages, cause I am low on those. That should be good. And, yeah, and then we're gonna set off, and we're just gonna kind of go, I think, in order, of the labs in the yard. That is not where the snacks live. The snacks live in here. Yeah, I was mentioning I did some work in the pond recently, and, just, again, gathering some resources, primarily so I could make some more, smoothies. I needed to get a bunch of algae. And, since I brought this with me, I was able to grab a bunch of tadpole meat. But yeah, I think that we are gonna start things off here by heading all the way across the yard and visiting the hedge lab. Alright, well, it is a touch dark, but we are going to try to do a little run through the hedge here. If I was really being smart, I would try to gather a bunch of resources here too, but we'll do a resource run a different time. Because today we've got a lot of labs to go through, and, you know, all this ground to cover. We've got to keep moving. Alright, so I don't really know where all of the stuff that I'm looking for is. I just know that there are a few things that I should be keeping my eye out for in some of these labs. So that's why I did go to the start of the hedge lab area, rather than just skip to the end, where we can just go like up the little spiral staircase kind of thing. I'm also realizing we technically did skip the little radar lab room. So let's run back to that real quick. Yeah, here it is. And make sure that there's nothing fun hanging around in here. Coming back to these places genuinely is making me feel nostalgic. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything here except for a nice view. Alright, we got the little lab. Oh gosh, filled with spiderlings still. Okay, anything new here? I would doubt it. This doesn't really feel like the kind of place you add stuff. Alright, there shouldn't be anything here. Yeah, because this isn't the right path. We go this way. I think there are actually a few more places with raw science that we never did get here. I could be wrong. I think, though, that... Oh, actually, I see some! Oh, never mind. That's a light on a zipline. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, well, let's come on down into the lab. Now, the most obvious place for anything to be would be in here. And here's one of the things I'm after, which is the Duper Disk. The Duper Disk #1. So that is good news. Now, there's still something else that we are after. So, we've still got to have a look around and see if I can find a little something. Oh, hey, the Orb Weaver Juniors count for killing Orb Weavers. We got our little burgle quest done. That is handy. Okay. Let's see. There should be a terminal in here somewhere then. Oh, wow, that's a lot of you. Why are there so many spiderlings? Oh, we can grab a bandage. That's not what I'm after, but, you know, it's a thing. I hope that what I'm looking for isn't, like, in a web sack. That would be a bit annoying. But hey, you know, we can roll with the punches. Oh, remember whenever, like, this number of spiderlings was just entirely overwhelming and it caused death? That was sad. Alright, we're just gonna keep having a little look-see around. I think that we're all good in here. Anything in here where the analyzer is? Looks like a no.
Nice and clean.
Take another sip of that water, though. Man, some places in here are really dark. Ah! Here it is! The aphid figurine. That is what I was after, because now we can make the aphid statue. And we got a new mutation, the Rascal Rogue. Actually, I have no idea what the mutation does, but I knew that we would be able to get one. A desire to take things that don't belong to you seeps into your fighting style. Attacks with melee weapons have a chance to steal items from your opponent. Okay, so. Let's see. We're going to... Why was Grassmaster on? Oh, because chopping harvest speed. This was, yeah, I built out an underwater kit, basically. So instead, let's go and try to deck this out for maximum loot. So if we steal item plus dissection expert, we can still do like yoked blows, crit chance, and then I think our last one, it just doesn't really matter unless we want to like pick a weapon that we're gonna use. So yeah, let's stick with assassin. That can still be our little blade, and maybe like the more blows that we do will give us better odds at getting the stuff that it's referring to. Yeah, okay. There's a loot room here that has a bunch of resources. I don't think we ever like cleared that out. So while we're here, let's just go see if there's anything that we want to grab. It's also getting quite dark. I mean, like, super dark. Acorn bits would not be bad. Sap we're kind of always low on. You know, the rest of this is, I'm not gonna lie, kind of boring. Those spiderlings are just having a little snooze. That's fine. I'm gonna grab 3 clover leaves so we can make a little shelter if need be. And you know what? We'll just keep on going. That spiderling can just have fun on its own. Alright. I think that we might be good here. And we should, if I can get my bearings, there should be a little tunnel that leads down to the bird bath. That way. Yes. And we have a lean-to at the bottom of it. Excellent. Alright, let's get our shield back out now that it's daytime. Okay, well, next lab is going to be the pond lab. To the pond we go. Let's not get eaten by the fish, though. Gotta be careful about that. Alright, well this time we're not gonna go in from the normal front entrance of the lab, because this lab isn't, like, spread out. We do need to make sure we go find the dome, though. Because I would rather not drown. I think that we might put that, here. We'll put on our Mertine mutation. Yeah, that's where we're headed. And that way we can swim a little faster and breathe a little longer. Especially if we grab a little oxygen bubble like that. Yeah, here we go. Come on through here. Now, I did just grab mussel sprouts from here not too long ago, so I don't think that those will have regrown. But we'll see. I don't think it's been long enough, though. Alright. So I would guess that the Duper Disk is somewhere in this room. But we will be looking for another figurine as well. And that may not be in this room, because the aphid was not. And oh, would you look at that? Wait, like a random number of the mussel sprouts have regrown. That's interesting. Duper Disk. Excellent. Well, I mean, we'll take what we can get. That's very strange that 10 out of 30 mussel sprouts grew. Interesting. But yeah, let's work our way backwards through this lab and see if we can find another figurine. We may. Oh, jeez, that door just scared me. Let's pull out our torch, though, just to make things a little easier to see, because it is not the brightest place down here. I mean, I know we come down here a lot to get, mussel sprouts, but we have not been in all these sections very recently. Hopefully it's not, like, way, way, way down out here, because I don't have diving gear. Oh! How did we never get that raw science? Well, we can come back through there. Okay, so that's where we go through the dome. Well, it's definitely not in there. Let's check through this door. This is like the long path through the facility. I feel like this kind of area would make sense. So we got a couple places underwater to go check. Yeah, there's like 3 routes underwater, but I think one of those is just a loop to get back here. Hopefully I haven't walked right by it like we were doing in our raft playthrough with the blowtorch the other day. That was bad. Right, anything down here? No. Alright, some upgrade stuff. That got me excited. It was kind of the right color. I didn't see anything. What about down this path? Wait, but this path is just the inventory room. That means I'm probably walking past it. Oh look, more of the mussel sprouts grew. Maybe they were just like ever so slightly delayed. That's very strange. Anyway, okay, just as a sanity check, there wasn't anything else up here, right? Yeah. And we didn't pass it in this U-bend. Ah! Boy figurine. That one is brutal to find. I will admit, I had to look that up, look for clues, and still had to dive in there multiple times to find that thing. My goodness. That is a sneaky little figurine. Well, with that, let's head on to the Haze Lab. Actually, no. We're not headed to the Haze Lab. We are gonna go visit Burgle. Alright, Mr. Burgle. We've got some chips. Can we use them? Insert Duper Disk. Let's do it again. Excellent. Use. Ooh. Alright, so. We're not gonna actually use this right now, I don't think, so we could take this mosquito blood sac, spend 600 raw science, and duplicate it. That's kind of cool. Okay, so, like, there's an actual useful one. We could, like, duplicate our black ant shovel for 1600. Our charcoal canteen for 800. That's actually that doesn't feel too bad. Yeah, okay, so all these blacked out ones are too expensive. Got it. Why am I using a black ant shield? Why did I stop using my ladybird shield? I must have goofed that up whenever I was shuffling around all my equipment after the our warehouse got destroyed. That's a big whoopsie. Cool. Well, we'll have to go get the last disc so that we can keep working on that. But while we're here, is there anything that we want to get from the science shop? I think. You know what? It might be finally time to get the Scabby scanner. I think that's a good call. Alright, well, you keep this place locked down, Burgle. Man, speaking of memories, check out this place. This definitely feels kind of like a dump now compared to our current home, I gotta say. It's I mean, okay, that's a bit overstating it. It just is entirely unfinished. But and I left holes in the wall because we kept getting bad aphid spawns there, but man, my goodness. This this was a place that we did live. Man. That was a long time ago. Alright, well this is at least serving as a nice little jumping off point for our next couple of labs. Ooh, I do need to
just pretend it's beef jerky.
Go ahead and munch on some aphid roast. But yeah, I figure this would be our more convenient way to go get to the Haze Lab. Just revisit our old home over here and head out from there. Because I believe that we also need to visit the Black Ant Lab too. Well, it's increasingly seeming like I should have brought my, like, gill tube or koi helmet or, you know, fin flops. Which, you know, it's funny because, like, the game is literally telling me, like, hey, you should build those things. Since I was doing some work over in the pond earlier. But, you know what? We will get by. Luckily, this swim is not too terrible if you've already cleared all of the roots out of the way. What in the world? Everything's exploding. Okay. I mean, we may as well check the little boss room first. Yeah, because this might be where a duper chip is. Oh, there's marble. Just sitting there. Yep, there's our last duper chip. Perfect. Cool. Well, we'll take that with us for sure. And then hopefully there will be another statue figurine waiting for us in the main part of the lab. Wait, is that... Yeah, that was the... Okay, that was the normal passage. I'm like, that felt different to me for some reason. Alright, let's check this path. Okay, yeah, everything is... Oh! Would you... Aw, look at the little guy! He's got allergies. Well, I mean, that's all that we need. So let's head on out. That was pretty simple. Alright, so, you guys remember that, that door in the Black Ant Hill lab, just outside the boss room that we couldn't open? Well, we are 62% of the way there. If I did that mental math right. We got 3 more mixers to go. So, yep, we do not have what it takes
Black Ant Soldier, prepare for battle.
to get where we need to go at the moment. We'll have to have some nice super mixer fun in the future. Oh, we got a new charm. The Hotcha charm. We'll check that out here in just a second. I'm guessing that that's the same kind of thing as the mint one I've got, where it like add spicy attack to whatever I'm holding. Yeah, add spicy attack. Very cool. Well, it's handy that we're coming this way, because one thing that we always need is... Ooh, actually, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, we'll just stick with that. One thing that we always need is more charcoal. Ooh, that's bright right now, though. Alright. Undershed Lab. I think this will be our last stop, other than we do need to go turn in our last duper chip. But I think that we missed something last time we were here. And there it is. The Wendell figurine. And there we go, Rascal Rogue level 2. Not bad at all. So, we are going to go talk to Burgle, but we are going to do one thing on the way, which is going to require us to do a bit of diving. And we're going to go ahead and take some good equipment with us to do that dive. Let's see, do I have armor upgrade stuff with me up here? No, that is all down at the forge. Let's we have to head down there anyway to drop off some materials. So we can do just that. And then let's go ahead and just let's get that all the way up to level 5. Because why not, you know? Because any time that we're swimming, this stuff is gonna be what we use. Alright, so we are headed to the pond. Okay, well, this is, oh, I'm gonna say this isn't what I'm looking for, but we've got some raw science right here. But our milk molar doodad dinged, and okay, we got some root tangles. Let's grab our handy dandy widow knife. And boom, milk molar. That's not too bad of a find. Oh, fish. Let's, we're cool. We are cool. Alright, so somewhere, I believe here on the north side of the pond, once I deal with this spider, there is a cave for us. I'm just gonna keep kind of munching on some algae as we go. Ooh, okay. Here is some more raw science. That is not the cave. I know there's a big cave right there. We've been in there. There's a tiny little brittle marble. I don't think this is the cave that I am looking for. Because this just leads to the underwater lab. Hey, our scabby scanner's working. Oh my gosh, wasps and mosquitoes are at it. Well, while they are distracting each other, yep, let's snag that little scabby and then dip right back underwater. Alright guys, I finally found the cave that I was looking for. I have been foolishly looking in the wrong spot, but it's kind of right here near the little cleany broom handle. Let's go in. Oh my health is really low. We're gonna just throw a bandage on real quick. It is the, you know, the least creepy looking cave ever. Oh jeez, especially with the explosions going on. And here we are. The Abomination Totem recipe. I have been wanting to find this for so long. I don't know what that says about me, but yeah. And we've also got some Supreme upgrade materials, which is a nice little bonus. So let's grab that haul of goodies. And then get out of the creepy cave before we get, like, sacrificed or something. But yeah, I think that's a fun, that one's a fun little kind of secret Easter egg kind of thing that I have known about for a very, very long time and have just never quite known the location. But there we go. So anyway, yeah, now we should be good to finally go head to Burgle and turn in our last Duper chip. And that will probably be about our last action for today, because running around to all of these different labs and such, it takes some time going everywhere in the yard, you know? But maybe we will see about at least trying to build one or two. I would love to throw some more as decoration around the base. So we'll see if the crafting recipes are crazy expensive or anything, and maybe put a few up. Oh man, the infected wolfie is still stuck in a tree root. But let's see about this Super Duper. Hello, Burgle. Alright, insert Duper Disk.
Processing.
Alright, Super Duper, use. Excellent. So, yeah, we obviously do not have the amount of raw science needed to do a lot of these things. We actually could apparently duplicate our termite axe, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that is good to see.
I could really use some good grilling right about now.
I mean, I'm getting pretty hungry, so if you want to grill up some stuff, Burgle, I would not complain. Let's see here. Create a trail marker. You know what? Let's go ahead and just accept that quest. Is there anything else that we want to buy while we're here? Because again, the Super Duper, it's cool. I think that that's something that we will worry about more later. I guess really the waft emitter and lures and splat burst are the only things we can afford right now. And I don't think I'm particularly interested in those, so we'll have to build up our raw science once again. And maybe one of these days I'll just kind of grind a bunch of Burgle quests and try to get our raw science numbers up again. Yeah, let's not walk that way and head back to base. Wonderful. All right, so oh, one thing that I saw. Let's see. We can do better with our shelves. I don't remember where I saw this. Yeah, we'll just pretend that that's where we want those things. we can customize our shelves. So that's the modern farmhouse rustic maximalist. Is that supposed to be like a muscle sprouted aphid or something? I don't know what's going on there. Or deep dish. But yeah, we can decorate these without manually trying to stack stuff. I kind of wonder what's gonna happen if I just throw stuff. Alright, well that's kind of silly. But yeah, so we don't have to worry about trying to put stuff on these shelves ourselves. Yeah, they come with their own decor, we just didn't do anything with it. So, yeah, that's good to know. Do these come with different decor? I think so. So like right now we have deep dish as our other one, so it's like, it's kind of the same, but a little bit different materials. That is cool. So we can actually make it look a lot nicer as like a pure decoration. So yeah, we need to pay a lot more attention when there's like the customize option. Anyway, okay, I can't do much crafting when ants are yelling at me. So let's go over in our bedroom to look at all of our new things. Looks like they would be in the decoration section. That makes sense. And where are they? Yeah, because like I think I saw here, like these have decorations. So it'll be interesting to see what the pinecone shelf looks like. We'll worry about that in the future though. All right, so looks like weed, stems, acorn, shells, and tops. Wendell though takes plating. Interesting. And then the abomination totem takes bombardier, red ant, water boatman, and larva parts. Okay. Well, for now, I kind of just want to make an aphid and weevil statue to at least demonstrate it, because I mean, these two guys are adorable. So let's get some acorn stuff and some stems real quick. And maybe clear these ants out of here. But anyway, yes, I would like acorn parts, and we need to go get some stems. Here, we can even just build them over here. Oh, wow, these are a decent size. Ooh, and if I just highlight that, can I... No, that is its own thing. So aphid statue and weevil statue. Cool. So aphid, weevil. The aphid is so cool. I love the aphid. I mean, the weevil's not bad either, but the aphid is by far my favorite. Yeah, I know you guys don't appreciate art. So we'll just we'll take care of this real quick. Okay, ant problem temporarily dealt with. So what do we do with our adorable statues? I mean, again, these would make like excellent little the snap to grid thing just doesn't work very well in this game, because it still wants to kind of align it to the ground if the ground is irregular. And like, I don't want that. I want it to be level. So I mean, like, we can do stuff like that and and have it kind of flank either side of the doorway. That's pretty cute. I feel like in general, I would probably prefer it to be like an aphid building or a weevil building, but you know what? I don't mind having one of each, actually, now that I see those like that. So yeah, I kind of like that. So maybe we'll end up putting a bunch of little statues and stuff like that around. And that's also something where I bet, ooh, we could actually probably like put them on little foundations like that. Ooh, that's what I want. Ooh, if you had, wait, okay, move, build, yes. You could probably do like this, and the location will be obstructed and it won't work. So here. Why won't you go on the pillar? You guys see what I'm trying to do here, though. Okay, if this is like way out here, will you go on the pillar? No. Why? But that would be so cool. If I had 2 pillars? Oh no! I'm just gonna throw that everywhere and damage all of my things. Okay, I can do it on 2 pillars. I would rather have it on 1, but 2 is not bad. Wait, if I do that, and then that, you can cheat the system. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's get our weevil here, and then we will call it like that. Sometimes you just got to, you know, tell the game that it has to play your way, rather than just accepting that you're gonna play the game's way. So yeah, I know that this episode was a lot of just kind of running around, but hopefully you guys have had a good time, you know, getting to kind of revisit a bunch of old areas. It was, you know, it's been a little bit of a trip down memory lane today. It's been kind of fun, just to see all of those places. Well, that clay is gone forever. Oh, and he's a little bit pointed out. I don't love that. So we're gonna fix it. Oh, keep moving instead of building a new one. There we go. How's that? Nope, it's still pointed out. See, this is why we check. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed the episode, getting to see where you can find some new, fun little statues and things, definitely be sure to leave a like on the video. I think that next time we'll probably be back to doing a bit more, proper building more of the time. You know, we'll probably be throwing a bunch more of these statues all over the place, because I really like them. I think that that's a lot of fun. If you guys have any other, like, creative thoughts on, like, how to place these in nice ways, definitely let me know. I think that this kind of solution on the pedestals works pretty well. But obviously, as you could tell, the game is a little bit grumpy about it. So yeah. Other than that, I think that's about it for today. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, so that you guys can make sure that you are here next time and get to see all of our continued hard work to make this the best grounded base possible. And until then, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you all again very soon with some more Grounded. See ya!